In the mid-19th century, the Texas Plains were a violent battleground where indigenous tribes fought for control, territory, and survival amidst the increasing pressure of American expansion. One of the most intense and brutal encounters during this time was the 1855 Texas Plains Raid, a conflict between the Apache and the Comanche, two of the most formidable Native American tribes in the Southwest. The Apache, known for their fierce warrior culture and mastery of guerrilla warfare, were skilled in navigating the rugged and harsh desert terrain. Divided into various bands such as the Mescalero, Chiricahua, and Western Apache, they relied on their intimate knowledge of the land to evade enemies and launch surprise attacks. On the other hand, the Comanche, often referred to as the Lords of the Plains, were unmatched in their horsemanship and power on the southern plains. They had built a reputation as skilled warriors and raiders, with their society deeply centered around hunting, raiding, and warfare. Their ability to move swiftly on horseback made them a dominant force in the region. By 1855, the Comanche had begun encroaching on Apache territory, looking to expand their influence and secure resources. Competition for control of hunting grounds, particularly the buffalo herds, and the increasing presence of American settlers had strained relations between tribes. Tensions escalated, and it was only a matter of time before they erupted into violent conflict. The Comanche, driven by their desire to assert dominance and capture valuable resources like horses, launched a carefully planned raid on the Apache. The raid was brutal and swift, with the Comanche using their mobility and expertise in hit-and-run tactics to catch the Apache by surprise. The Apache, although fierce fighters, were at a disadvantage due to the suddenness and ferocity of the attack. The Comanche targeted Apache camps, killing warriors, capturing women and children, and seizing valuable horses. The raid was a devastating blow to the Apache, who lost not only lives but also the means of survival as their horses were taken, crippling their ability to move and defend their territory. This raid marked a significant moment in the ongoing power struggle between the two tribes. The Comanche's victory in this raid reinforced their position as the dominant force on the southern plains, while the Apache were forced to regroup and reconsider their strategies. The raid also deepened the cycle of retaliatory violence, as the Apache would soon seek revenge for their losses, leading to further bloodshed in the years to come. The 1855 Texas Plains Raid is a reflection of the broader struggles that Native American tribes faced during this period of intense upheaval. As European American settlers continued to push westward, Native tribes were not only fighting against encroaching armies and settlers but also against each other, as they competed for dwindling resources and territory. The raid is a stark reminder of the harsh realities of intertribal warfare, where survival often meant the destruction of others. This violent episode is a symbol of the larger tragic history of Native American displacement and the loss of their way of life in the face of expanding American power. Despite the skill and bravery of the Apache and Comanche warriors, both tribes would eventually be overwhelmed by the greater forces of American expansion, marking the end of an era of Native American dominance on the Texas Plains. The 1855 Texas Plains Raid remains a brutal chapter in the history of the American West, illustrating the complexity and ferocity of the conflicts that defined this tumultuous time.